I am Tim Watson, Gore the Dog Butcher, with another time where we can shine the light on this worthless dog culture. It is where I'm from. December 31st. New Year's Eve, so-called New Year's Eve. It is approximately 10:56 p.m. on the east side. I'm here again to bring in the New Year's dog free. I am here to bring in the New Year's dog free. I'm not going to stay long. Just going to stay till the hour, to roughly after 12 a.m. Nevertheless, 2025. I've been doing this anti-dog thing for roughly 10 years, since about 2020. About 5 years now. And I would say 2025 has been the worst year for dog attacks. 2025 is the worst year for dog attacks. On the news, Google News, Yahoo News, YouTube, Reddit, just filled with dog attacks, dog-related problems, dog regrets. Throughout the whole year, it is going from bad to worse. And do you think these dog nutters are going to reflect on dog culture in 2025 and realize there has been a much bigger surge of attacks, a much bigger dog problems throughout the world? Do you think that they're going to bat an eye or care? No, they're not going to care. These dog nuts do not care about the dog attacks that have, killed many innocent people, from elderly, from grandpas, grandmas, mothers, fathers, children, babies, as little as a week old. Yeah, people just walking to school, walking to work, on their own property, and they're attacked by these dogs. You even have owners getting attacked by dogs. You even have these owners rescuing these dogs, and they still get attacked. You have these shelter workers getting attacked by these dogs. So if these owners are getting attacked, and these rescue nutters are getting attacked by the same dog that they're rescuing, how can they not see that this is a problem? How can they not reflect on this year and see the whole leap of attacks that have happened throughout the year and not do anything? They're not going to do anything. They don't care. Because these dog nuts are sick, man. They don't care about the bloodshed, about the lives that we've lost. They do not care. They're not going to look at these attacks. They're not going to look at the dog attack stats. They're not going to look at all the problems these dogs cause and other owners cause. They're not going to do that. But even if they do, they're not going to care. It's not going to, make them feel anything. They're just going to look at it as, it's another day, another dog, and they're going to move on with it. And say the same talking points that they've been saying for many, many years. They repeat the same talking points. And all this is to keep them in that dog nut bubble. Because they don't want to think anything negative about dogs. They don't want to hate dogs. They don't want to give up their dog. They want to remain a dog nutter. But for what, though? For what? I personally believe it's because they are brainwashed. Either that or they're just stupid. You want to own such a filthy thing in your home? Such a dangerous thing in your home that has been killing children and babies year in, year out? And you have all these trainers saying, do this, don't do that. If you have all these rules for these dogs and advice for these dogs and recommendation for these dogs, then these dogs don't belong in our society. They don't belong because they're too dangerous and they're too vile. Even if you take away the attacks, these dogs are filthy, they're disgusting, and their owners are not any better. Their owners are also vile, rude, and disrespectful. There are so many stories out there of these dog owners, dog lovers, disrespecting people. And I think, I was going to show it later, but I think this is a good example of dog owners. I do hope you can see it on the screen. Doing full screen of dog owners disrespecting other people, bringing this thing into the store, then allowing it to how does it even get in there like that? How? I'm sorry, I'm going to be coughing a lot, so please bear with me. How? This is just one example of the disrespect that these dog lovers and dog owners do to people. They bring their filthy dog into public spaces and allow these things to roam around. And if I was the owner, man, I would make her buy all this food, man. Cause now all this area has to be thrown out. I would probably throw out all of this and make her buy all of it. You bring in a worthless money, allowing it to do that? How does it even get in there like that? Without like knocking anything over? How? Nevertheless, it is disgusting. Dog lovers are disgusting. And this is another type of thing that they allow. This is what they allow. This is what they allow. In their homes, their so-called homes, this is what they allow. Ugh, man, I just do not understand these dog lovers. There's something else I wanted to. I think I just deleted it, there were a few stories on the side that I wanted to address. Oh man, I made a big mistake. I forgot about that. Man. Yeah, there's a couple stories here that I saw that I wanted to touch base on, but man, I refreshed it, and nevertheless, it is the last day of 2025, and we're heading into 2026. 2025 has been a horrible year for dog attack. It's horrible, 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 and it is really hard to keep track of every single dog attack, and I'm talking worldwide. It is hard. Worldwide, these dog attacks are happening. It's not just in the America. It's not just in the Canadas. It's not just in the UKs or the Australia. This is happening in India. These attacks are happening in Vietnam, Pakistan. These dog attacks are happening in various countries in Africa, various countries in South America. These dog attacks are happening in little towns, major cities. These dog attacks are happening in buildings, in homes, in parks. This is a worldwide problem. And it is impossible to keep track of all this. And there's really no database where they are going to show or have, all dog attacks in either just America or just Canada or worldwide. It probably is. I haven't found it. It's just really hard to keep track of everything. It is. These dog attacks happen every single day. Every single day, every minute, every hour. Someone around this world is getting attacked by a dog. But the problem is, it's not like these are like wild animals and they're just attacking people. No, these are the things that people are bringing into their homes, that are letting these things lay with their babies, their children, eat from the same plates, eat in the same kitchen, allowing these things to sleep in their same bed. These are the same things, the dog, that is attacking and killing people. And they're going to say these are man's best friends. These are their fur babies. These are my brother. This is my sister. This is my son. This is my daughter. They're going to treat these dogs as if they're harmless. When the stats and the records say otherwise. And I really wish there was a database out there that can track every dog attack that's happened. But there's so much. There is so much. Not even on Reddit they can cover everything. Not even on YouTube. At their forums, on Google News, Yahoo News, they can't do it. It's hard. And the thing is, this dog culture it's embarrassing. This dog culture is embarrassing. But the thing is, it is a lot of dog lovers that are actually filming various dog attacks and posting it on the net. This isn't dog haters trying to wait and find a dog attack. These are dog lovers filming dog attacks and putting them on the net. Does that make sense? You're going to film this worthless monster, excuse my language, this worthless mutt, and put it on the net just to reinforce how worthless and vile and dangerous dogs are. But in this world, man, a lot of people, they're just so conditioned and brainwashed. They don't see that the dog is the problem. They always want to resort and blame the owner, the closest person, or some other excuse just to protect these things. When in reality, these things are worthless and annoying. Annoying, man. You go outside and all you hear is this annoying dog barking. Why is it barking for? The other day, one of my greatest fears is like parking. One of those parking a parking spot, and you go into a store, and you come out, and there would be a pit bull sticking its head out the window, right by the driver's side of your vehicle. That is one of my greatest fears, and it sort of happened a little bit the other day. I parked, in the parking area, in the little area where there's no other cars there. I mean, big parking lot. It was kind of busy, but the area that I was parked in wasn't really busy. And I parked there. Went into the store for maybe 10 minutes. Came back. And I don't know why. This guy literally parked right beside me. He didn't have to. He parked right beside me when there's so much space on my right side. And luckily enough, the windows were rolled up. And the dog didn't escape the doors. But there was this big, nasty, worthless smut in this guy's pickup truck. And it was literally right by the driver's side of my vehicle. And I'm a little bit freaking out because this is one of my greatest fears. And you know, the windows were up, the doors were closed. I was a little bit freaking up, a little shaking. And, you know, I'm minding my business. I'm not trying to start anything with this worthless man. I'm not trying to go into his car. I'm going into my vehicle. I'm staying on my side. I'm pretending like I don't even see the worthless man. I'm not even making eye contact with this thing. So I go in to try to go into the driver's side, and this worthless mutt is freaking out and barking at me just because I'm going near my side of my vehicle. I'm not bothering this thing. You don't see this behavior from any wild natural animals. This dog literally was barking, going crazy, just because I was going into my vehicle. Like I was gonna go into its vehicle. Like I was going to go bother this dog? No. Oh, no. You don't see this behavior from the birds, from the squirrels. It's only from dogs that you see this behavior. Where you could, you know, mind your business and these things will still freak out against you. It is ridiculous. 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 You got a lot of dog attacks this year, and I wish I can cover them all in a few, but there's just so much on the Reddits, on Google. There's just so much every day, man. Every day. There is so much. Nevertheless, one thing that I was thinking about throughout the weeks leading up to today was that, you know, we all know dogs are dangerous and vile and they attack people. And they're a common pet. They're pets, you know. For today, they're pets. But there really isn't a second pet that comes close to being as dangerous as the dog. Like, you can't find it. There's no pet out there that is second worse or dangerous. No, I'm talking the common pets. There is no number 2 pet that is, you know, locking down the streets, making people freak out, attacking babies, attacking pedestrians, mauling their owners, mauling shelter workers. There is no second pet that is doing that. It's not the cat. It's not the hamster. It's not the rabbits. You look at the top 10 most popular pets. It's not the cat. The fish aren't attacking people. Hamsters and gerbils and things like that aren't attacking people. Birds are not attacking their owners. Reptiles are not attacking their owners. I don't hear anything about that. Horses are not attacking their owners. I mean, people ride them every day like slaves, but they're still not attacking. The goldfish aren't attacking their owners. Poultry, even after, you know, people kill millions of these things every year, they're not attacking. Ferrets are not attacking. Look at the small animals. Pigs, rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs. These are not attacking people, their owners. It is always and only the dog. There's no second dangerous pet. Oh, sure, we have cats that'll hit or slap their owners or bite their owners and with things like that. But if you see a cat slapping their owner, people are not going to stop what they're doing and watch this cat slap the owner. They're going to carry on as if nothing happened. But when a dog is mauling someone, everyone's going to stop what they're doing and they're going to look on. There's some videos where the whole village, the whole city, whole group of people are trying to stop this pit bull and they can't get this pit bull off this dog or this person. The whole village has to do something and they can't. You don't see that with cats, with pet cats. I'm talking about the pet cat, the common domesticated cat. You don't see that with birds. You don't even see that with reptiles. A lot of people own snakes and maybe alligators. You don't see that. I'm pretty sure occasionally a lot of these animals will hurt their owners or caregivers from time to time, but it's not as aggressive and vile and common and life-threatening as the dog. I'm sure people have hurt themselves riding horses. But you compare that to dog attacks. Dog attacks are way up there. And we can say, oh, it's because many people are owning these things. Duh. And many people are owning these things, and each and every time and every year, they keep attacking and hurting people. So that only proves that these things don't belong in our society. These things don't belong in Africa. They don't belong in Europe. They don't belong in Asia. They don't belong in North America, South America, Australia, Oceania. They don't belong anywhere because they're always attacking people for no reason. These things attack the hands that feed them. If these things are randomly attacking the hands that feed them and attacking their children, what can you say? Like, why would you debate that? You instantly should agree and accept it and get rid of these things. Stop owning them. These things will literally attack their owners. Literally attack their owners. Yet again, top 10 animals that make the worst pets. And again, there is no number 2 common pet that is attacking people out there like dogs. There's no competition. There's none. It's only dogs. Dogs are on top. They're the sole dangerous pets out there. You shouldn't own primates. You shouldn't own big cats. You shouldn't own venomous snakes, bears, kuwaits, I'm not sure what that is, bats, wolves, coyotes, kinkajous, alligators, crocodiles, and foxes. And why is that? Because these animals are dangerous. And I'm sure there are people around the world that actually do own these things as pets, and they treat them like pets in their homes and things like that. But as a majority, as a common, a lot of people know that these things are dangerous, and that's why they stay far away from them. They're not going to be owning them because they know they're dangerous. But yet dogs kill over thousands of people worldwide every day throughout the year, but yet people still want to own them and act like they're harmless? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. And I've watched videos of people owning and petting and playing with these big lions as if they're like little big furry baby little cats. I know that's out there, but come on, common sense is a lot of people wouldn't do it because they're dangerous. You don't know when they're going to snap. You know they're strong. You know they can kill you with a single a bite. But with the stats that say dogs are dangerous, that they kill people, their owners, why do people continue to own them? And again, it comes down to 2 things. They're brainwashed or they're just stupid. And one of my favorite quotes is, it's insanity to repeat the same thing over and over again and expect different results. That's what this dog culture is. They do the same thing, they say the same thing, and they expect different results. So same thing. Like, these are animals that, very small percentage of people own, but they know they're dangerous. They know the disadvantages. They know what can happen. It has happened in the past. I think there was a story of a guy that owned a bear since it was a cub. This bear still killed him. So a lot of people will say, no, I don't want to own them. I want to keep these things away from my children. But with dogs, especially pit bulls, bully breeds, even despite the stats and the dog attacks year in, year out, they continue to pretty much hand over their children to these dogs. And year in, year out, it's the same thing again. This one. Grandfather and his dog killed in front of his wife during the Census Park confrontation with another pet owner. So Again, these owners are vile. Dogs are vile. They're just horrible. They're horrible. I wasn't looking for that story in particular. Let's see. In Tennessee, just a few weeks ago, an infant and adult killed by at least 7 pit bulls. Imagine that, 7 of them attacking an adult and an infant. See, these things don't care how old you are. They don't care what day it is. They don't care where they are. When they want to rip you apart, they're going to rip you apart. And that's the thing. You just don't know when they're going to snap or why they're going to snap. And that's what makes them more dangerous. And it's even worse when you go out and rescue them and you feed them and you show them love and they still attack you. That only proves that, all this loving and loving stuff is just, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Still getting people killed like this. And this is horrific, man. So throughout the whole year, this has been happening. Throughout the whole entire year, this is what has been happening. Babies getting killed. Adults getting killed by dogs. This happened in Tennessee. That's a result of at least 7 dogs at the home first attacking the infant and then the adult who tried to save the child. So I'm guessing this guy or person, they own these worthless monsters. They own 7 pit bulls. And the pit bulls decide, for whatever reason, to attack a defenseless baby. There are some videos on YouTube. And again, I'm not promoting cats and babies and whatnot. I think there always should be supervision and just common sense. But there are videos on YouTube showing cats, protecting babies and children and being gentle with them. Just instantly, naturally, just being gentle and protecting them. I'm sure around the world there's, cats can be a little bit aggressive or may scratch or bite an infant. I'm pretty sure it has happened. But on the long run, watching these cats protect these babies, it's just so, it's breathtaking. And they're so gentle. They're not jumping and doing anything with that. But when you see these babies with these big, nasty dogs, man, you just freak out. You get a little nervous. You get a little scared. Because this is the type of things that has happened and has happened throughout the year. These things don't take breaks. Just because they haven't attacked maybe in a week or a day from wherever you are doesn't mean these things are not planning to do it. These things are they want they're gonna attack. You just don't know when, and not knowing when isn't a break. Oh yeah, this one. Man, I'm so upset, man. I saw a couple articles I wanted to see on the side, and I totally messed up. But nevertheless, let's watch this video, man. It's just proves how Wait, I'm not sure if you guys can see that in the full screen. But they're just sharing gifts. They're happy. No one is getting hurt. And look what happens. See, these things don't love. These things, they're just brain damaged mutants. brain damaged mutants. I did see something. So again, pitbull attacks neighbor. Loose pitbull attacks neighbor. Or attack their worthless mutt. All caught in camera. We're not going to watch that, but you know, those type of things that happen year in, year out. And do these dog nuts care? Nope. They do not care whatsoever. We're going to look how dumb these dogs are, man. We are going to see how dumb these dogs are. Look how dumb they are. Let's take a minute and look how dumb they are. I'm not going to play with sound. I think there's music in the background. But as you can see, these things are just randomly barking for no reason. And once the door, the glass gets open, they act like this. These things are brain damaged mutants. They really are. They are brain damaged mutants. See? Like, the door's open. Why are they doing this? Natural animals don't do this. When cats want to deck it out with other cats, they just go ahead and do it. But when dogs do, like, what are they doing this for? Like, people think this is funny. This is stupid. Look how deformed this thing is. And speaking of deformed, so I was looking into hybrid animals, specifically the ligers. The liger is basically a male lion that breeds with a female tiger, and you get a liger. These are not natural. They're not natural whatsoever. And there's a lot of hybrids in this world. I didn't even know. I mean, you may see. I may think I'm an idiot right now, but I always thought mules were natural. I thought mules were just donkeys, but mules are also hybrids. So there's a lot of hybrid, animals out there, created by people, where they force two, separate species to procreate, and you get various types of species that come out of it. And I believe, and I believe, and I stand by this, that dogs are not natural. The domesticated dogs are not natural. They're not natural. I believe, these things were created in labs, a bloodfest labs, where I'm talking about the dog industry, man. The ones at the top that are pumping this nasty, filthy culture. I believe they force dogs to mate, and it's a bloodbath, and when dogs are born, they're dead, and it's bloody, and they gotta keep trying, and I think it's a bloodbath in these labs when they're trying to create these various dog breeds. But nevertheless, hybrids, there's a lot of comparison, similarities with them with dogs. Specifically the liger. It says here, again, I don't like reading the AI definition stuff, but for the sake of this video, I will. A hybrid animal is the offspring of two different but closely related species or varieties created when they interbreed, combining genetic material from both parents. Like a liger, a mule. I thought a mule was a donkey. I thought they were just, I thought it was just a different name they call them. Horse and donkeys create mules. While many hybrids are infertile due to chromosome differences, some can reproduce even from new species. And hybridization is increasing in nature due to habitat changes. So there's a lot of things here. So an example is a zebra and a horse donkey. You get a zebroid or a Zeus, beefalo, bison and cattle, uh, growlor bear. I've never heard of these before. And a pisley, you procreate a polar bear and a grizzly bear, savannah cat, African serval, and a domestic cat. So, it, and this is I really think dogs, many dog breeds, they, this is just me. I think they used bear, genetics. I'm not saying it right, but I believe they used like bear genetics or bear DNA, pig DNA, various animals' DNA, and they meshed it together with these worthless mutts. And that's why a lot of these dogs, in my opinion, some of them look like bears, like deformed bears. Some of them look like pigs, deformed hogs, and they're ugly and they're deformed, and then a lot of these dog breeds are mixed with other various dog breeds. So I just believe, this is just me, that they use natural animals out there to produce and to make these dogs, the domestic dogs. Why? It's a business, and it's a business, and a lot of people are just sick. But when these dogs, again, they're not natural. When these dogs are breeding, or not when these dogs are breeding, well, pretty much when these dog nuts force these dogs to breed, they come with a lot of side effects, and some of that is physical, some of that is health wise. So a lot of these dogs, when they look so deformed, their face is deformed, their so-called skin and fur is deformed, the way they walk is just weird, their behavior is weird, and I'm always calling them brain damaged mutants, because I believe that their brains are damaged. They're damaged. Their brains are damaged. That's why they behave the way they do. They'll bark at you for no reason, attack you for no reason. Like, what? Attack their owners for no reason. Like, the way they behave and act and move, it's like these things have to have damaged brains. And a lot of these dogs, when they grow up, they still inhabit and act like a puppy. They still act like a puppy. These big dogs who are grown up or adult dog, they still act like puppies. They still have the behavior of a puppy. That's because they're brain damaged mutants. Natural animals know when they have to do other things. They know when they have to grow up and grow out of various behaviors. They know what activities and things that they got to do, hibernate, make a home, mate. They have it all set, and they do that. They have structure where they don't require some trainer or dog nut to tell them what to do or not do. But with dogs, they require dog nutters to tell them what they can and cannot do. That's why these dog nuts are always blaming the owner, because dogs are brain damaged mutants. They're worthless. They're incompetent. They cannot self-regulate. They cannot self-discipline. There is no calming down unless they have health problems or their old age. That's when they will start to act all calm. But other than that, all these dogs, all they do is act retarded. And a lot of dog breeds, they all come with health side effects. A lot of them come with health side effects in just a short time. Like the beagles. They can get epilepsy. Boston Terriers, they're prone to cherry eye. This big word, can't pronounce. Bulldogs, they have health problems including heart issues, respiratory infection, hip dysplasia, cherry eye. German Shepherds, they have the hip problems too. And that's why a lot of these worthless mutts in the police force get retired so early. Because they realize they have health problems where they can't last for a long time. That's why I always have to replace them and retire these worthless mutts. I mean, in like, what I hear is like, especially in farms, but when a horse can't like run anymore, they don't keep the horse because they know that, you know, the horse is going to require a lot of money to take care of, and the horse is basically worthless. If a horse can't run, it's basically worthless. So what do? They kill it. But when it comes to dogs who are naturally worthless, when they going through these problems, when they look ugly and deformed and, you know, on their deathbed, these dog nuts will spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to keep this thing alive, just so it can suffer. Just so it can suffer. So a lot of dogs go through these problems, whether it's physical, facial, mental. They go through problems because these things are not natural. And kind of going back to the liger, again, a lot of these hybrid animals, they come with health problems. And when I first, you know, was like watching a video about this, it reminded me of dogs. So you have a male lion or a female lion procreating or breeding with a tiger. And they will come out huge and big. But it is said that these things cannot survive on their own. The liger cannot survive well in the wild. And right here, I'm not sure if you can see that. This guy right here, the liger, is it liger? Liger. No, the tigon. That's the tigon right here. It looks deformed. They can't survive on their own. They won't survive that long because they're so big and their faces are so huge. And with that, it comes with health problems. Liger health problems. They come with a lot of health problems. Organ failure, arthritis, because they're so big. And this just instantly reminds me of dogs, where they breed these things. They come with health problems right out of the gate, out of the womb. They have health problems. Being so retarded and worthless. Their whole entire lives, they're brain damaged. They can't take care of themselves. Just like the ligers, they can't take care of themselves. They're basically, you know, no good out in the wild. Just like dogs. So you know what they do? They throw it on people. And they say, oh, dogs need a forever home. Gotta own dogs. Dogs need a home. Gotta own dogs. Because dogs cannot survive on their own. That's why a lot of them are locked up in cages. Because they cannot survive on their own. Just like the liger, a lot of these hybrids, they cannot survive on their own. What is so this is a grizzly polar bear hybrid. Let's see if they have any health problems. So these bears have health and survival problems. Just like dogs. Just like dogs. Diet hunting, they're different. Detention from both parent species makes them inefficient hunters. Just like dogs. Mobility. They have a shortened neck, which makes them less proficient swimmers than polar bears. With longer claws, Useful for grizzlies' territorial life, make it difficult to navigate the ice effectively. Just like dogs. They can't hunt on their own, they cannot climb on their own, they cannot walk and scavenge and survive out in the wild on their own. Dogs have no ability, none, no special ability that they can survive on their own. None. So a lot of these hybrids, they come with health problems. And this instantly reminds me of dogs. Dogs are the same thing. Dogs are not natural animals. But people will pretend like they are. A beefalo. So this is where they breed a buffalo and domestic cattle. So a buffalo and a cow. And let's see that health problem. Health problem. Buffalo health often stem from gameplay issues in Don't Starve, like low hunger, taking too much damage from monsters, or difficulty of healing mid-fight. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Low hunger. Buffalo lose hunger quickly. Low hunger means low health, domestication. Damage vulnerability. Mobs hit beefalo instead of player. If wearing certain armor, I'm not sure what that means. Is this like for a game or something? Excuse me. Is this for a game? But nevertheless, a lot of these things do have health problems because they're not natural. And when you look at them, you see a lot of similarities with dogs. Dogs have a lot of health problems. And most of it is very mental. Because the way dogs behave, man, you instantly have to think that they're retarded. But this dog culture makes you they've conditioned you to think that whatever dogs do, it's funny, or it's playful, or it's because it's the owner. They never look at the dog as friggin' stupid. And that's the problem. They don't look at the dog as the problem. And that's why dog culture is the way it is, because these dog owners cannot see what dogs truly are. They have to be ignorant and arrogant and stupid and blind. So again, when I saw videos on the Likers, it reminded me of dogs. We are, what time is it? It is, it is 11:44 Eastern Time. In 15 minutes, we're going to be bringing 2026 dog free, going into 2026 dog free, and hopefully there will be no dog attacks on day one of the year. Can you dogs and dog nuts, please take a break, man? At least give us one day of just not being attacked and tormented by dogs. At least one day. Will these dog nuts do that? Of course not, man. These dog nuts are just, they're the worst. They are the worst. Yeah. So 50 minutes until we get into 2026. That being said, We'll look at some of these dog attacks that have occurred. Obviously, I can't show you all of them that happened throughout the year. Let's see if there's any dog attacks that happened in the last 24 hours. Excuse me. Bear with me, please. Just closing some of these tabs. We got a 9-year-old hospitalized after dog attack in Shafe, I believe. Yeah, I've been dealing with this problem for a long time, man. As soon as I got on OBS, Chrome just does not want to work, man. It just goes so slow all of a sudden. 9-year-old hospitalized after being attacked by 2 dogs. The Cass County Sheriff Office responded to a report of a dog bite shortly after 4 p.m. This was December 30th. The caller indicated the child had received multiple bites from 2 dogs that entered their yard. You can be on your own yard, your own property, and these things will come onto your property and attack you. So it's like, what can you do? Like, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. We have another 9-year-old. Was attacked while heading to school. Or headed into school. I mean, see, whether you're at home or school, you can be attacked. It's just... Man. It's just so frustrating. It is vastly frustrating, man. And these dog nuts, man, they do nothing, man, to at least protect their culture. They keep letting these things happen every day. And it's like, really? Man, you could just be minding your own business and you're attacked. Ugh. Community shocked, man. We don't get communities being shocked when a cat slaps you. Oh, there's so much like outdoor cats, and they don't bother people. Squirrels, birds, they just mind their own business. But dogs will literally come onto your property. And remember this, we have coyotes and foxes everywhere. You may not see them in the daytime because they're sleeping. They're nocturnal animals. But they could literally just roam around and go on an attacking spree. But you never hear about it, or it's very rare. But it's so rare to happen. But with these domesticated dogs, it's like an everyday thing. These things will come into your yard, into your room, into your school and attack you. And just like what I experienced, I could have been attacked. For what reason? I'm just going into my car. This thing is going crazy. Why? Is it because I hate dogs? That's why it's attacking me? What about all these dog nut shelters and dog nuts that work in these shelters and dog nut owners? They're still getting attacked by dogs. People who rescue these dogs are still getting attacked. Like, come on. It can't just be because I hate dogs. These things are attacking babies. You think a baby hates a dog? A day-old baby hates a dog? A week old? How about these people that rescue dogs? Do they hate dogs? That's why they're being attacked? Man. These dogs are just retarded, man. They're retarded. They are retarded, man. Excuse me. Dog taken down after attacking juvenile on Kentucky soccer field. Charges pending against 2 people. So we have school. We have people in their own homes. Now on a soccer field being attacked. Like come on. There's no safe place where you can be. These things are just so annoying, man. These dogs are annoying. This dog culture is annoying. It means to just go on attacking people. But the thing is that this dog culture makes these things seem so harmless and great and wonderful. But they're always doing this. Always doing this, man. You don't see this with birds and squirrels, so why do you always have to say blame the owner? Why? There is no second pet that is as vile as the dog. But yet again, every day, in and out, it is the dog attacking people in school, at parks, in their own homes. You rescue these things and feed these things will still attack you. It's like, what do you gotta do? Like, I don't know, man. And a lot of these dog owners, they don't even know either. It's just so ridiculous, man. It is so ridiculous. We are 9 minutes away from why is it not showing? Yeah, 9 minutes away from 2026, trying to bring in the New Year's dog free, and hopefully it can stay like that for as long as possible. I should probably do that too. But really, I'm not gonna get into that. What am I doing? Man, yeah, dog attacks is just endless, man. It is endless. Endless amount of dog attacks, year in, year out. So again, a lot of sites that I kind of frequent or lurk in is on Reddit. I'm not a big fan of Reddit overall, but you know, they have some stuff on here. Ban pit bulls. They're not they're not anti-dog, but they have a lot of information. A lot of people sharing about various dog attacks and dog encounter or pit bull encounters, specifically pit bulls, bully breeds encounters. So there's a lot there that you can learn from and read and maybe relate to people dealing with it. There's a lot, man. There is a lot. And this group has over 59K supporters, or 59. And maybe a couple of them are probably like pro pit bull people who lurk, but nevertheless, that's still a lot. Weekly contributions over 2.5K. That means there's a lot of dog nonsense going on, a lot of pit bull nonsense, and this is a daily thing, a worldwide thing, man. These things that they're tagging people every day. You're not always going to hear every news story on Google News, Yahoo News, or on Reddit. You're not going to hear them, but it's happening every day. Someone is getting attacked by these things because they exist in our society. But there's so much here. And it'd be hard to cover them all because there's so much. There's just so much. Then we have dog free. I personally like ban pitbull, Reddit better. But the dog free is more people sharing their stories and whatnot, which is fine. But here they actually show videos and articles of things, which is what I prefer. A lot of them is just a lot of reading. But if you're interested in this and you're anti-dog, it's a good place to lurk or read things or to contribute to as well. This has over 50K visitors and so forth. Sorry. And then we have Dog Regret. It's probably full of dog nutters still, but good read. Let you know that dogs do not make your life great. Dogs do not make your life perfect. Dogs make your life a living hell. Actually, it makes it worse than hell. Dogs are just the worst. They just make your life very, very bad. So if you're interested in that, there's Dog Regret, Dog Free, Ban Pit Bulls. There's also, I think, Dog Free Humor as well, where they make fun of dogs and dog nutters. We're 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away from bringing the New Year's dog free. Was it this one? I'm not sure if it was this one. I did see something. It's not this one. Yeah, there was other like post about other dog free Reddits groups. I can't find it. But there's a lot, a lot on these sites and these groups, man. That just goes to show that dog culture is just so horrendous, man. Yeah, people all around the world complaining about dogs. Like, come on. And do these dog nuts care? Do they bat an eye? Do they want to acknowledge it? No, because they want to stay dog nuts. They want to stay pit nutters. They want to continue to endanger themselves and others because these people don't care. They don't care about others. They only care about dogs. They don't even care about themselves. They don't even care about dogs. Because this just shows how brainwashed and dumb these dog nutters are. And it's just so frustrating. And again, 2025 was one of the worst years of dog attacks. I don't have the stats really, but from the things that I've read, it was just the worst. It's just really, really bad. Really, really bad. I'm not sure if you can see that on the side. But you have pet free. Dog free dating, dog regret, dog free humor, things like that. So if you're interested in joining those groups or lurking, they're right there. Oh man, 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Oh man, what a year. What a year. For me, every year, every day is a journey for me. I'm always on a journey, trying to figure things out. It's just never a rest, man. It's always, a journey and always an obstacle. And I really do hope 2026 can be a lot better year in terms of dog culture. I mean better as in people getting rid of their dogs. More of banning pit bulls, even though bans don't really do anything, but more of that is something. Just shows that people are going in the right direction. What am I doing? So yeah, just a horrible year. If I was just horrible, man. Oh man, this is a worldwide thing, though. Like, gosh, man, people are just not catching on. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, or who you are, how you train these things. These things are just so vile, man. They're attacking babies, pedestrians, civilians. Whether you're in school, in your own home, man, they're attacking you, man. And even if you take away the attacks, these dog nuts are just so disgusting. They're nasty. They're filthy. Man, they're filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. They are just so filthy. Oh, man. I just can't stand them. Can't stand them. When I hear someone's a dog nutter, it just makes me shiver. Oh man, we are about to bring in the New Year's dog free. About to bring in the New Year's dog free. I'm about to play this. Oh boy, here we are, 15 seconds. The New Year's dog free 2026. Hello 2025, man, it's been horrible, but goodbye. Again, respect to all the victims. Here we go. It is officially 2026. We are bringing in 2026, the new year, dog free. Officially dog free. Man, if you have a dog, get rid of it. Pitbull, get rid of it. Get rid of it. If you're going for walks in your neighborhood, always have some type of weapon on you. Depending on the laws of your state or city or country. Have a firearm if you can, a knife, a bat, have something. Something is better than nothing. Because when you have something, at least you're prepared. You go 100 times and you have it, but you never use it, but at least you're prepared. Because that one day you don't have it, it can happen. And it can save your life. It's something, I obviously know that the gun is a lot useful than a bat or a knife. But to me, it's very dangerous. It's very tricky. Things can happen. The innocent person can get shot. But nevertheless, man, always be weaponed up, man. Always have a weapon with you at all time. When you're going to your car, when you're on your yard, in your backyard, always have a plan in case if a dog comes here, I can take this route. I can have my weapon here. Keep your children safe, your relatives safe, man. Don't invite these dogs to your home. Don't go to any dog nut's house. Don't even go to no pit nutter's house. Don't go to these worthless dog parks. Parks in general. I know we all want to have fun, go to the park and just chill, but you gotta be smart, man. You gotta be smart. You gotta have all eyes open, all ears open. You gotta be listening. You gotta be seeing. Gotta be smelling. Gotta be sensing when you're at these parks, because you can be having fun and not realizing a loose dog comes and attacks you or bother you or interferes in your space. Always gotta be ready. Always gotta be vigilant, and it sucks, man. It really does suck. Having to go to the park and always having to be vigilant and on about dogs. It does suck, but it's just the time that we're living in. What am I doing? Sorry, I am trying to. Okay. Yeah, just stay strapped, stay vigilant. Yeah, going to parks. Going to parks should be fun. You shouldn't have to worry about anything. But we're in days where dog culture and pit bulls are increasing and it's rapid and people are getting killed. You could be on the swing and having the best time of your life, and next thing you know, a pit bull comes and it mauls your foot off. It kills you. So it's just so hard. It's like what do you do? Like you can get attacked at school. You can get attacked being in your own yard, at the park. You get attacked just walking on the sidewalk, going to work, minding your own business. It's like, I don't know. It's so difficult. It's really difficult to be proactive when everywhere is like pro dogs, and dogs are everywhere now, and they can just randomly show up. Like it's really, really hard. But nevertheless, 2025 is officially over, and let's be dog free, man. Let's continue to be dog free, be anti-dog, be fearful of dogs, be scared of dogs, so we can stay away from dogs. And as long as there are no dogs in our community, no one is getting attacked. And like I said, there is no second pet that's attacking people out there. Not even these wild animals are going on attacking spree. It's not happening. If it does, it's very, very rare. It is only dogs. When you get rid of these dogs, everyone is good. You can go to the park. You can go to school. You can sleep without looking over your shoulder. You can sleep without wondering if your dog's going to attack your baby. Get rid of these dogs, people. Get rid of them. Stay strapped, stay smart, and just continue to hate dogs. But anyways, I am Tim Watson, Gore the Dog Butcher, and please remember that it's okay to hate dogs, and Happy New Year, and please remain dog free.
It's Okay to Hate Dogs Productions. See you later. Doggy Hater.